Hi, everybody. Well, I'm not talking to anybody because there's nobody here because nobody knew I was going live. I just decided to go live all of a sudden just because I was sitting here doing nothing. And so if you're sitting here doing nothing, then I think you should just go live. And so I'll talk though, because if somebody watches this later on, as a replay, then they'll wonder if I was like speechless or something. Maybe I could sing. What could I sing? No, I'm not going to sing. Okay. I'm going to tell you, though. I'm going to tell all the ghosts because there's nobody in the chat. I'm going to tell all of the ghosts that. Oh, okay. I'm going to see this here box. I just put a new roll of tape in my tape dispenser. Then I threw this box away. Then I thought, well, maybe I won't throw this box away, and maybe I will make a journal out of it. Wouldn't this be a cute sized journal? I think this would be a cute sized journal. And you know what? Then I just got these crayons too. That's another awesome size. I need to put these crayons in with this. Crayons was in a box of fun, that I got fun stuff. So if I take the crayons out and use the box, I could actually make a journal out of this too. So anyway, I'm going to get started on this just in the event somebody shows up. I don't know if the notifications show up, and since I don't normally plan and I didn't schedule this one ahead of time, I didn't plan this journal, this live stream. So I'm going to just start making my little journal by cutting this box into little pieces. And I'm going to make this box into a book cover for my little journal. I think that'll be fun. Let's see. 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. I think that's pretty awesome size for a journal. I like little things. Sometimes I just like to make little things. And I wonder if notification. I haven't been getting many notifications. I don't know if I've been getting any notifications when somebody goes live. Now that I think about it, I don't think I have gotten any notifications. That's weird. So it could be that nobody even has a clue. Okay, so there you go. I just opened the box. So now the box is in the shape of a book cover. I have this fabric. These are 2-inch fabric strips. And I love getting these things. I think they're just so much fun. I don't know why. I could cut strips, but who wants to do that when you can buy them after somebody else has cut them? These are pretty. They're batik. I love them. Oh, I love this pink. You know what? I think I'm going to use pink pages. I think this is going to be all pink. So I'm going to use this fabric right here. And just keep going until somebody comes in there to talk to me. Somebody has to talk to me. I need friends right now. I'm friendless. So I'm putting this carpet tape on this box. I keep looking up there to the screen to see if somebody's there, but I'm still alone. So alone. Okay, but that's okay because some of you might be watching me in the replay, and then I wouldn't be alone. So that's okay. That's all right. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy. So I'm putting this carpet tape on here. We had the most beautiful dinner. I have to say, a friend of mine, oh my gosh, she's more than a friend. I swear she's family, but she ordered us to be delivered steak and shake for dinner. Oh my gosh. And that was weird because I hadn't even thought about what I was going to fix for our dinner. And then she says, watch for the door, person, because your dinner's on the way. And it was. And that was so wonderful. It just melted my heart. But boy, was that a good sandwich. That was a one good sandwich. Okay, now I've got my my carpet tape on the box, my Scotch tape box. So I'm going to put the fabric. How will I do this now? This actually is almost the same width. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the fabric like that. And then I'm going to put the fabric on there. Now I have a fabric covered journal of sorts, but it's going to need to have some kind of trim at the top and at the bottom. It's already pretty cool. Now, it's going to have some trim at the top and the bottom. I don't have a clue how I'm going to do that, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Now, and what I'm going to do, since I'm going to do this, I've got some different colors of papers up here that I dyed. And so, but I got a lot of pink. That's a paper bag. And that's pink. This is a lighter bit of pink. And this is an almost lighter bit of pink. And let's see. And then I have this doily that's pink. Of course, it's too big. And this is a paper bag that's pink. And so maybe I'll make an all pink journal. Okay, let's see how. So I'm not going to worry too much about the cover right now, but I just know that I'm going to need my pages to be, see, this is 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to make my pages to be 4.5. If I cut them at 4.5, then you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try this. This here is something I just received in Happy Mail. Well, it wasn't in mail, it was hand delivered, but it's called the Paper Crafting Station. But this whole lid will come off. I want to see how this works as a cutter. This whole lid will remove. So I'm going to remove that. And there we go. So that's removed. And then this is it's got different plates that goes in here. But But this is a self-healing cutting mat. And then it has, this is the cutter. So I'm going to put the cutter, I'm going to figure out how this works. So now, so if I need these papers to be, I want my papers to be 4.5 inches, I think. Let me check. So if I put this down at 4, oh no, it goes this way to measure. From here's the measurings from 1 to 4. Never seen anything like this before in my whole entire life. And when I was looking up like directions, like a video, it said something about 2002 is when the video was made. So this was probably come out then. So this sits right on there and it fits on tightly. But I'm going to hold it. Now, did that cut? Yeah, that did cut. Right to there. Okay, so that cut. And, hi, Papa. Okay, sweet cheeks. And so I, let's see, this is a paper bag I'm using. So I'm going to, now it needs to be, see, this is going to be how wide it needs to be. It's weird doing a live and there ain't a soul there. It's like the house lights are on, but nobody's home. But I guess doing an impromptu isn't like the smartest thing. But I never did say that I was the smartest, brightest bulb on the tree. So, okay, so this is, now that's the width. Okay, now that's how, let me check this. Now I'll put this back on here. Okay. Because now I want this. This is the width of the bit. So this is the height of the book. So that is 2.5 inches too as well. So I'm going to make that at 2.25 inches high. 2.25. There's somebody. Kathy Lake. I'm not alone. Oh my goodness. I just decided to go live for some dumb reason. And I was just talking to myself here for a while. And but I just well, so far, let me tell you what I did. This here was a box. I put a new roll of tape in my tape dispenser, and this was the box that the roll of tape come in to put my, and so it's 2.5 by 2.5. The box was, so I decided I'd make like a little journal out of it. And so I put carpet tape on the outside of the box after I cut what I didn't need off the box, and then I just put that piece of fabric on there. And yeah, me too. I just was sitting here and thinking, oh, good grief, have mercy. I'm gonna just sit here and doodle with stuff I don't know what I'm doing. So I figured I'll just go live. Maybe I'll stay on for like 10 hours. You just don't never know. But I don't, did you get a notification that I was live, or did you just happen to stumble across me in the world? Okay. So I'm figuring now the pages. This here cutting apparatus that I have is something I just got in some Happy Mail. Well, it wasn't mail, it was delivered. But somebody gave this to my daughter-in-law, and then she gave it to me. But it's called Craft with Helix, but it's called what did it say here? Paper Craft Station. Created by crafters for crafters. And apparently it's kind of like old. And oh, and I just popped up. Gosh, that's amazing. But when I looked for videos to see how to use this, the videos were made in '02. There wasn't many videos, and they were made in '02. So I am assuming that it's kind of a, maybe it was just went through life short for a short bit. I've never seen one. And so, but there's different mats that goes on it. And this one here is a self-healing cutting mat. And then this is the cutter that goes with it. So I figured I'd play with this and see how that works. And so I've got some, since this is pink, I thought we'll make the whole thing pink. I'm going to put pink pages and everything. So now 2.5, I want them to be about 2 1/4. So I'm going to measure, I'm going to put the, so see, you just move this bar to the size. And boy, it just cuts like butter. Like smooth like butter. Now, and so then I'll make another one. Just line it up against the bottom there and put this at 2 1/4-ish inches. And then just slide it across and it's cut. That's amazing. And so I want to have some of this doily somehow is going to go in there too. So of course it's way too big. So I'm going to cut it down. Oh, I'm going to just tear that piece because that looks like it's about the right width too. So I'm going to just, let's see, I'm just going to cut this. I'm just going to cut this down and see what happens. There. Okay. And this is kind of neat, this little thing here. I think I could just work right on this and then just when I need to cut, just get the blade. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this like about here. Let's see. Man, you can't even feel that cutting. It cuts so smoothly. And then I'm going to, let's see, how wide do I have this piece? That's it. Wait, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. See if it folds like this. Then here I would want to have this to be only 2 1/4 inches approximately. But this thing will cut. It will cut. Yeah, it is real smooth cutting, and it's like it just, and you don't feel it at all on the mat where it cut. I've never heard of these before, and when I even looked for videos, there wasn't that many videos even to show how it was used. So I don't know if, sometimes things come out, but they don't sell well or something. And maybe this was one of those kind of things. But I got it now. It's mine now. And a lady at a yard sale just gave my daughter-in-law so many things, so many crafty things. And she just says, well, I'm just going to give them to my mother-in-law. And she did. I think that was pretty good thinking on her part. Got to keep the mother-in-law happy. So, see, I got that piece. Those pieces I can glue onto, collage onto something. This is really kind of neat. I can work right on this. And no, I don't think you could use it on a glass mat. See, it actually has got like a hook on either end here that kind of guides it to holds it straight on here. So I don't think you could put it on a glass mat. It all comes as a kit. There's different mats. see, this is a cutting mat right here. You can take that cutting mat off, and then you can use the other side too, which is just flat. I mean, just plain. But then there's like embossing mats. This one here is so you can emboss ovals, squares, circles, and rectangles. So you can emboss with a embossing tool like this. And then they have another one of the mats is this one here, which I think this makes the envelopes for any size of a card. I just got it yesterday, so I haven't played with this yet. But I think this is so you can cut envelopes and mark them. And then this one here has different kind of lines that you can emboss, or I'm not sure. Oh, make your folds in your cards, or just emboss these images, the decorations. And this one here is for making boxes, because this says it's a box base. Oh, box base, box lid. Oh, so you measure one way for the lid and the other way for the box. So the lid would end up being just a tad bigger than the box, so it would fit. So those are the 4 plates that comes with it also, along with the cutting mat. And it does not look like, it looks like brand new. It doesn't look like it's really even been used. So I'm going to make some pages. Yeah. Oh, did you see? Oh my gosh, so many things. And I didn't even show everything. I just showed like a couple of the things, Then but there's still a whole box. They're still sitting in my dining room. I went through them, but then put them all back in the box again. So yeah, I didn't know if just going impromptu like this without any kind of warning, if people would get a notification. And I don't know how many people are actually even on. There might be others on tonight that, what is today? Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. And yeah, so that was my thought. Just turn on the StreamYard and see if anybody comes in. Have you been doing any of the Zentangles? Have you joined up with the Zentangle craze of the month, or whatever we call it? I have been having so much fun. Okay, yes, it's Wednesday. Okay, this was the Zentangle that I did today on my Zentangle thing. And I love, oh, hi, Aaron. Oh, now I've got 2 friends. Oh, it says 7 friends. It says 7 when I look up at the thingamajig. But I've been doing some of my tangles on tags on a book ring, and some of these I still have to finish and color them or whatever I'm going to do with them. This tag is if you belong to the Fibsville group, Mary Altier's group. On there, they're doing a challenge a day of, and I'm doing all mine are tags. And what they do is they put one word. Today's word was pumpkin, so I drew this image with Linus. Is that Linus? And his pumpkin. Yesterday's was burnt orange, and so I did that one for yesterday. This is a Zentangle style art on that tag. This one's just a tag. This one's got some Zentangle in there and some more stuff. And this just has stuff. And this has more stuff and stuff. And this was a Zentangle. I got to do more on that one. This one's just inky paper. That one needs more. That one I did some stencil on there. It needs more. But I start things and then I just kind of put them off to the side. This I stamped a few things. Now it's got a unicorn in it. I think I did these ones on a video. These ones with the strings already on them. But then they're just fun, you know, just having them on the book ring to just kind of look through them, just like a picture book. Just a little picture book. You know, little kids like little picture books. And then they say, you know, you're going through your second childhood when you get like old like me. And this one here is a Zentangle on that one. And that one's almost exactly the same. But yeah, so that's my little tag collection. And so now I'm making these books. Yeah, the tag on the ring, it's just tags on the ring. I just think it's just pretty. Even if you just had something like this, you make a bunch of tags and lay it on your coffee table. And when you're receiving guests, hi, Nancy Forsley. Good to see you. You know, when you're receiving guests or whatever, they can look through your tags, you know, and they don't even have to. They'll just think that you're awesome. So it's just tags on a ring. So, and this is I just put a new roll of tape in my tape dispenser, and this was the box. So I said, well, maybe I can make just a little journal out of the box. And so I covered the box with carpet tape and then a piece of fabric, which is not finished. Of course, I'm going to do more than that to that. It's going to need like a trim around and stuff. I'll probably bring that to the sewing machine. But I was just cutting pages. And since this is all pink, the fabric, then I have pink paper that I had coffee dye. Well, no, I didn't coffee dye it. I just dyed it. And with Kool-Aid? I don't remember. Oh no, this is what I sprayed. I sprayed this with some sprays. I was spraying and oh no, Erin says, I just got some bad news about 2 drivers. One driver passed away from COVID and the other one has stage 4 lung cancer through his whole body, and they're giving him 1 to 8 months. So it's a sad day. Oh my gosh, that is a sad day. And you know, I was talking to a lot of you know Angela Rossetti. She lives up in Canada, and just a few months ago, she lost her son to lung cancer. And she said now she just learned that her brother has stage 3 lung cancer. And so, you know, if you all know Angela, you know, send some healing vibes her way. She needs comfort. She's just brokenhearted, you know. She's just trying to get over the loss of her son, and now to find out that her brother has the same issue. That's so sad. And so, yeah, it is. I mean, and then now listen, Erin, and two of their drivers where she works. That's too many. That's too many. And it's just hard. It's just hard. I mean, we got so much going on in our world today. We just don't need to add anything to it. We just do not need to add anything to it. And so, yeah, it's sad. It is very sad. Okay, so I'm going to now take this piece and I'm going to cut that also. I'll cut it into what did I say? 2 1/4 is what I'm cutting it at. 2 1/4. Oh, that would be right there. Here you move the rail instead of the paper. Wait a minute. No, I want to go to 4 1/4. That's what I want to do because I'm gonna fold it in half. 4 1/4, and then another 4 1/4. Four and a quarter ish, and this extra piece then is a little wide, but that's okay. I can fix that. And then here, I wonder if I can cut these two together. And I'm going to cut these at 2 1/4 because the box is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So, and probably what I'll put in this journal is just, I'll probably just collect up some cut out, like some out of magazines and stuff, fussy cut images, maybe, and have everything pink. We'll just do a whole pink album, little one, whole pink little one. Why you not cut? Oh, because I didn't press it. That could be why. That could be why. And then, yeah, this is different. Definitely different. But for the price, I ain't complaining. I don't know that I'd go buy one of these, but for this price, it's mine. Let me tell you. Okay, so then I have these pages. This one's a little bit wide. See, this is a little short, but I can put short pages in there. Absolutely, positively. And so I cut this one at 2 1/2, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4 ish. Because there's not a 2 1/4 line on here, and so I have to kind of just guesstimate it a little bit without knowing. So then this one, 4 1/2. See, what else you can do is just tear it. So I can go right here to 4 1/4 like this and just tear it. Oh, you know, I could have just folded it in half. Just cause I could have. I can take this piece . Oh, yes, the one stamp with the notebook paper. I'm going to love that one, to be able to stamp tags for journaling tags. That one is going to be awesome. I still have to look through them again. I'm just like, I'm in awe at all of the beautiful papers. I mean, stamps, so many. Oh my gosh. I played with one today, the one with the birds on it. With the birds, and I did that one a little bit. Tearing is I kind of like tearing paper. Erin, did you do today's Centangle? I got so many things I'm working on right now. It's just like I'm just like a crazy woman. 1, 2. Like I'm sort of like a crazy. I got so much. But that's just how I go. See, now I covered this box with I collaged on this one just book pages. And not sure exactly what else will happen to it, but that's how I got it so far. And the other one I collaged with tissue. Look at this. Tommy Sue found another cigar box today. Look at this cigar box. It's silver. It's silver even on the inside. Look at there. I already got 2 things that are going in it for the next cigar box sale. These are fun. Bingo cards. But then she got another one that's red and black that's made like this, but a little smaller. But I love this box. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one or if that one will go as for sale for one of my my cigar box kits. But I love this one. So whoever orders the next one's going to get that box. Okay, now I'm going to fold these. I'm not sure how many pages that I'll wish to have. Not recently, I haven't, Erin. I haven't gotten a happy mail from you recently. I have gotten many happy mails from you, though. I have gotten many happy mails from you. And I probably owe you happy mails. Just a minute. I see something on my thumbnail. I'm going to get rid of that. There, that's better. It was making me crazy. Okay, now that's better. So here, I'm getting some pages together here. Oh, I think I got some pink music too. Let's see. Pink music. Pink music paper. Let's see up here on my shelf of beautiful things. And let me take a look, see if... Oh, don't make that be a no. I want pink music paper. Oh, there it is. I just knew it. I just knew I had some pink music paper. I just knew it. Hi, Carol Forrest. Won't let me say so. I try coronavirus. Hi, Gail. Hi, Gail. I just decided just to come on this evening for no apparent reason except just nothing else to do. And I looked for somebody online that I could watch, and I got the tail end of Shelley. Shelley and Jean Peter were on, and I got the tail end of them. But then they were just signing off. So then I felt terrible that I missed them. And then I looked to see if there was anybody else on live that I would be interested in watching, but I did not see anybody on there that would interest me for today. So I said, well, I'm just going to go live. I'm going to work on my little journal. See this here, girls? This here is a empty tape. I put a new tape in my tape dispenser, and this is the empty box. Fabric on it with carpet tape. That's all that's done on there so far. Linda's Mixed Up Mess. Now that sounds like a new name, Linda's Mixed Up Mess, and so does Carol Forrest. Are you all like new kids on the block, or have I just... Well, I'm not the best when it comes to reading chats, but tonight I'm not doing anything really that I have to think about, so maybe I can make more of an attempt to read the chats. So I am right now just making these little signatures to get the papers together for the signatures in my little journal. Maybe I'll make 3 signatures in here. 3 signatures. That might be what I will do. see, so I can just, let me see, all I have to do is tear. I kind of like the torn look on some pages. I think that's always fun. It just is something special. So that's what we have here. And I'm just doing them all pink. No particular reason. I think later on tonight I might go ahead and coffee dye some more papers, because I'm doing this. I'm going to be doing a live stream hop with Mary Altier and a few ladies on the 11th. And my part, each one of us is doing something about our favorite or uh, media, or our favorite tool or something. Each person is going to concentrate on one thing. Mine is going to be stencils, and so I stenciled some pages, because we each only have 30 minutes, so there's not a whole lot of time. But yeah, I thought the hops were fun. The hops are always fun. And so I stenciled some papers, and I'm going to coffee dye them, and I'm going to just show some different things you can do with stencils, other than using them for putting, like, mostly people use them for putting texture and stuff on their pages.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, you've been watching over a year. Hi, daughter.
I have water again.
Oh, did you get it fixed? Oh, you poor thing.
So, anyway, I'm going to go home for a little while, then I'm going to turn around and go pick up Kim up from work. So,
okay.
Just text me the number I need or whatever for pickup.
Oh, I will. I'll text that to you.
Okay.
Okay, love you, darling.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Yep. It's my beautiful daughter. Poor thing. She has had just the most horrible day. She was mowing, she had a day off today, so she was mowing, and somehow she didn't run over the hose, but somehow the hose got drug, the watering hose, somehow it got hung on the edge of the riding mower, and then broke the spigot right off. Just broke the spigot right off. So she had to turn the water off to the house and repair that. But she knows how to do that stuff. So hi, Nana. Sheila, creative Nana Sheila. Oh my goodness, how wonderful to see you. To see you all. That is wonderful. I have been just trying to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that all day today, and got really nothing done. It's like when you do just a little here and a little there, you just end up getting nothing done, or I do anyway. And so it's always fun, though. It's always fun. It makes the day for fun. And okay, so let me see if I do 3 signatures and kind of sort the papers for the signatures like this. Okay, they'll be up and a down, so this will be the top of the signatures. And put that little piece of this and this and this, and then these, and then this one's a little short, but we're going to put the short in there anyway, and this and this. Let's see, this is taking a lot of concentration. trying to make my signatures a little bit even, which really isn't happening, but close enough anyway. I don't want all like darks and want just a collection of different flavors. Today I had my daughter pick up Carnation instant breakfast. Mama make my husband. I'm making him drink them every morning. He's going to have one. That he's just losing too much weight. He's just, I mean, that man's went from a 40-inch waist to a 32-inch waist in such a short amount of time. Well, maybe a year, year and a half, maybe. And not really trying. And he's had a lot of tests done too to make sure everything's okay. And everything seems to be okay, but he's still, I mean, he doesn't have much of an appetite. So now I'm going to be feeding him some extra stuff. I'm just going to keep poking it in front of him. Poking stuff in front of him. Here you go, Papa. Eat this. Okay, eat it. And he eats better if I just put. He used to take care of himself so much, but now I think if I didn't really remind him to eat, I don't know if he would eat. So, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Okay, so now these are going to be my 3 pink signatures. Pink, pink. Pink, pink, a bottle of ink. Just put the clip on there. Okay, now. So that will be the 3 signatures. Now let's see how that looks. That's 2. We're done. Oh, they're all 3 there. I'm not too bright. I'm not too bright. Not a 100-watt bulb. If I got a job as a light bulb, I'd have to be a night light. See, so those will fit in there. That'll be fun. Those will be cute. Those will be wonderful. But see, I can't really stitch them in yet, and not until I have, because I'm going to sew around. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. These will be the tops. I got to make sure my music is right. Okay. Yeah. 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 So what I will do is I'm going to punch. Whoops. Whew. I had to reach. Papa did. Today he put me I've got now I use a walker to get around a little bit easier. And, oh, you made some kick butt spaghetti? There's Angela Rossetti. Angela, I kind of just shared with the group to sending you. I didn't think you'd mind because I know you need extra special vibes sent your way due to the problem with your brother. And so I kind of shared with them, and because I know you need a good vibe sent your way. I just can't imagine how you're feeling. It just, and at times like this is when we need each other. Okay, so I'm gonna just do 2 holes. 3, okay, 2. Yep, I'm only gonna do 2 holes on each one of these, and I'm gonna put them an inch apart. An inch apart. And Angela, I'm assuming there's still no mail today, right? I sent Angela a Happy Mail, and I sent it on the 13th. And I keep watching and looking to see if it's been delivered, and keep saying it's in transit ever since. Hi, Junk Journal Treasures. Good to see you. I think that you do have a real name, but of course I don't remember it. So I'm just putting my little holes in here at an inch apart and just centering them in there. And those will be where I will tie my signatures into the tie my signatures. If I could just learn to talk, I'd be in good shape. I get all tongue-tied for some reason lately. And yeah, I just oh, Tracy, okay, you had a package that took 20 days and priority mail. And where did your package come and go to? How far of a distance? Are you Canada as well, Tracy? Oh, and there's Shirley from Shirley Mozart from Holland. Oh, from Tennessee to Kentucky, and it took 20 days. Oh my goodness. Yes. What I'm making is I changed the ink, not the ink, the tape in my tape dispenser. I put a new tape in, and this was the box that the roll of tape come in. So I thought, well, I'm gonna make me just a little journal out of it. It's 2.5 inch by 2.5 inches. And since I put and all I've done to it so far is put carpet tape on this box and then covered it with a piece of fabric. And I'm gonna take it to the sewing machine because I'm gonna put some, I think, lace, some kind of binding I'm gonna put around also. And so I won't actually put my signatures in yet, but I'm just putting the holes in here and put the holes in my signatures. And then I'm thinking that what I want to do is just to put everything pink in here. Find things in like magazines, things that I can cut out that are pink. And I might just do only pink things and then also use dictionary words. Like I have these little dictionary words that I just love using. And so that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to find pink things. So these 3 signatures will go in to this book, like this right here. And then I'm going to use, but like I said, I don't want to put the holes in here. Oh, I could put the holes in here. I could. Oh, you know, I'm going to put one hole at the top and one at the bottom, but yet have all my signatures tie through that same one hole. So I could do that right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that. See, I'm just thinking as I'm going. Hi, Roberta. Good to see you, Roberta. Very good to see you. Okay, now I'm going to put 2 holes right in the center. Okay, let me make sure I get this one dot right in the center. And then I'm going to put the next one 1 inch from the center, from that one. Okay, and then I'm going to go hopefully this will punch through that fabric too. Yeah, this will be better to do this now. Okay, I need the bigger hole because I'm going to put a grommet in there. If I can see where my spot is. There it is. Oh, your dad is calling. Okay. And then I'm going to put, okay. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so I got my 2 holes in the binding then, so that's where the threads will come through when I tie them. But all 3 of the signatures will tie through this same, and maybe I'll use pink ribbon. Okay, now I'm going to get a grommet here. And I've got this big honkin' grommet putter inner that I stole from my husband's shed. He don't use it anyway, so I might as well use it. I don't know what he used it for anyway. So I'm going to put the grommet in here. So I'll put the grommet, and I think my hole puncher is just a little bit, you know what? I wonder if this hole punch thing punches a little bit bigger of a hole, because I know that one is just a little small. This one won't even go through it. Okay, that one won't even go through it. Oh yeah, it did. It went through it. Good deal, Shmeal. Okay, so that made a little bigger hole. So then I put that on the grommet. No, wait a minute. Am I doing this right? Or am I doing this wrong? That goes on the grommet. Oh, I gotta go this way. Okay, so I put that on the grommet. And then I get the grommet cap, the washer thing, and put that on here. That goes over the thingy. And then I go like this way and smash it. There we go. See, so then that puts that golden, that makes it really pretty. That makes it look all fancy, you know. That's what we're looking for here, is fancy. So I'll put that on there. And then give that a good smashing. We'll have a smashing good time. So there, now I have the grommet. God, this thing's heavy. I don't know if things are getting heavier these days, or if going through your second childhood just makes you a little weak. And so there, I'm going to use just those little, those 2 holes will hold all 3 of these, because I'll just put the ribbon through these 2 holes, but on each one, but then all 3 of the ribbons I will pull through these 2 little grommet holes. And then that will be pretty. And then just tie them in the back and have them just tied in the back. And then those will hold in my signatures. So, but because I'm going to take this into the other room to be able to stitch on the front, I'm not sure. I'm going to put some kind of an edging on here, and then I want to put something that's going to be oh, where was it that I was digging? I was digging in something today, and I said, oh, that's very pretty. I said, oh, I could use that on a journal. And there's my little something. Oh, here it is. Here's my little something I was digging in that I have some stuff in. I was digging in here, and I have like some jewelry pieces in here. Oh no, this was red. Oh, that would be too big anyway to go on there. That would be too big. And there was something else too. What was that? This is like a spider. I don't know if I want to put that there. Like a little mirror and a comb. And oh wow. You know, this is like a old necklace. I wonder if everything's all tangled up. Tangled. It's all tangled up. Well, I got this spider. That's kind of cute. I don't really like spiders, but this is a diamondy spider. I don't know what it come from. Put a spider on the front of my book. How would I get it to stay there? E6000 probably, but it kind of sits up a ways. Now this is a necklace, but that is pretty. That is really pretty. That maybe would look pretty. Oh, you had a big fancy dinner for your birthday? That is good. You told your kids to make a donation in your name. So did they make a nice donation? I hope so. I think our kids should just make us donations. Send donations. Yeah. That is kind of neat, that spy. Oh, he's missing one leg and a few of his diamonds. He's been through the spider wars. Oh, this, I used part of this on the back of another journal, on the spine of a journal that I made. I put the rest of this here piece on that. This would look real pretty on here. I kind of like that really a lot. I kind of like this. So if I put this here, and then I would just, it's got a loop on either end, and I could just stitch it on and have that on the front. That would be so pretty. I might do that. I don't know. So, but that's number one plan. That's number one plan. Let's see. Let me put these in here so they don't get all messed up. They'll hold them together because I won't finish this tonight because I got to take it to the sewing machine and into the sewing room to find out sewing kind of things. So, but yeah, I think I like this on here, and I think that's what I'm going to put on this as a front. Yeah. I got, let's see. September 3rd. Happy birthday. My goodness. You know what, Papa and I, we have started saying now that we, instead of saying happy birthday, we say happy new year, because your birthday is the beginning of your new year, your brand new year. So so now we say happy new year. Oh, and Tracy will be Is that what she said her name was? I look back here again. Will be 50 tomorrow. She is just a spring chicken. Spring chicken. I was 50 once, and it lasted about a year, and that's when I got when I turned 50. It's when I got my tattoo. I got a tattoo on my 50th birthday, and because I thought that would mean that I was young. But now where my tattoo is, um, I got this thing going on with my legs where I have some like circulation problems, so the bottoms of my legs are like they're like crusty. I could not ever get a job pole dancing ever again. But they're just ugly, and they just got all of this like rash, and they're crusty and stuff. Hi, Papa. And where my tattoo is, actually, Roberta, I just pulled that out today, my boho. Because it's been standing in the corner on a dress form, and so I haven't worked on it. And I just pulled it out today. I said, I need to work on this. And so, hi, Trina. Tracy says says hi, Papa.
Hi, y'all.
But where my tattoo is, it's really weird because it's like flaking off really bad. And are you going to bed? I love you. I'll be in there shortly or longly or something like that.
Bed will be ready.
Oh, would you bring me a drink?
Yeah.
Here's my cup. It's like empty. It needs like ice. Thank you. You are so wonderful. But yeah, my tattoo is like flaking off, and the skin around, because I got it on a rose on my ankle, and it itches something horrible, and it's like crazy. So hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. So I don't know if it was a smart idea for me to get a tattoo on my 50th birthday. Well, I wasn't expecting to have this circulation problem in my legs. But yeah, right where my tattoo is, I'm constantly having to put lotion on it because it's, yeah, just because I have to. Just because I have to. That's because I have to do that. So anyway, I went as far as I can on my little journal until I do some sewing. So what I really need to do is to decorate. Some folks, some ladies get on and they just do a whole bunch of different things on their live streams, and they just keep changing, go from one thing to another. Like Beth Schuler, I love to watch her. I say, Angela says, I say Happy Naked Day because we're all born nude. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Then we got to run, go get a blanket and wrap up. I got a rosebud tattoo on my breast years ago, and it's becoming a long stemmed rose. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I don't know about these tattoos after you get older. And so I wonder how some people are going to absolutely look, once they're in nursing homes, nursing homes with a whole bunch of with a whole bunch of tattoos. It's going to be like it's going to be not a nursing home. It's going to be in like an art gallery. Because even when I was working at the ALF, and a lot of the older, not a lot of women had tattoos, but thank you, sweetheart. You are just the most awesome. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's so good and so cold. That's wonderful. Thank you. You see that? Spooks. But even the men, that got their tattoos, like while they were in the service, and they were all like one color, they were all black or something. Even them, you could see as they aged, they were Would you go get, would you, off the table, that round thing with the paper, with the colored pencils in it? It's on the dining room table. I didn't bring my stuff back in here. But oh, every tattoo turns green. Well, mine really, it's colored and it still has a good color in it, but it's all the way around it is real red and inflamed looking. And it's inflamed looking and it's like peeling or something. The skin just keeps peeling off of it. I think the tattoo's gonna be missing in action pretty soon. You know what I'm going to do? I was going to work on this tag, but you know what? I want to pull out. I got all of these things in my happy delivery. It wasn't happy mail. It was happy delivery from my daughter-in-law yesterday and my son. They brought me these beautiful things. And so I am going to just pick one. I'm going to take this one. Let's see. No, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to, okay, this is Folded Swirls. Now, these are something I've not, there are so many in here. And I'm going to see what these do. I'm going to see what these do. Let's see, I'm going to turn this mat over. Okay, and so, position the swirl template on the back of your paper. So we need to have a pretty something. We need to have a piece of like a designer paper, or whatever you call them, fancy papers, you know, fancy schmancy. Oh, what you bring? Oh, you brought my whole trolley in. You are wonderful. You know, I wouldn't trade you for a solid gold chicken, you know?
You'd be better off.
No.
You could probably buy 7 or 8 of these with solid gold chicken.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
even,
you're worth more than
as
that.
many as 10.
Yeah. And then one more thing.
Yeah, well, wait till I get the other trolley.
Oh, I don't need the other trolley. This is plenty because I just needed some colored pencils. This is all. Now, if you'll just reach over there, back there, and get me one of them pads of paper, any paper, the one on top, whatever's on top. Yep, that's fine. Thank you. Okay, now.
I think this AC stopped up because that towel is soaked.
Is it? Oh, okay. That's okay. I can just bring the fan in here and use the fan if it's leaking again.
Maybe there's a little rug or something.
All right. Okay. Well, just turn the AC off and it's okay. It's not all that hot right now anyway. I'm going to take a piece of this paper because I told him just give me the top one. And this one won't work, Papa. Just turn the AC off. No, you don't have to turn that. I think it's just the bottom push button. That's it, yeah. Then could you, I have so much trouble getting up and down. We heard that we are not going back to the B&G Club until after the new year, if then. Oh my goodness. Oh, would you, let's see, I need some lighter weight paper than this. And so I think I do anyway. So if you would just hand me a different stack, because this is kind of heavy.
This is cardboard.
Yeah, no, I don't want anything cardboardy. I want like just, you know what? I bet I could use just this paper off of this paper bag right here.
Check out what's in here.
Yeah, let me check out what's in there. That might be, Okay, I bet there's something in here that'll work. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is a lighter weight, double-sided. Yeah, this will work. Thank you, Papa.
Yeah,
I wouldn't trade you for a solid gold doorknob.
and I'll wait up for you for that.
Okay, you don't have to wait up for me, honey. I love you so much. Okay, well, you go in there and read then.
I'll bite you.
You will not bite me. You don't even have your teeth in your mouth. Okay, I'm going to take this now. And that's on one side. This is on the other. And if I can see, now what it says is position the swirl template on the back of your paper. Okay.
Yeah, I had both of your buddies.
You did have both of my buggies. Boy, it gets hot fast once you turn that on. Oh, turn my ceiling fan on. That's a good idea. And I sure am bossing you around. No, you got to do it with a switch on the wall. The switch, there's a switch for a light and a switch for the fan. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That will help.
You're good now?
I'm good now.
All right, darling.
You are dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Yes.
I'll see you when you get in there. Come on in here, darling.
Okay. Carol Forrest. Hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've got a lot of choices, Karen. I'm telling you. I mean, it's like here, like where my son's children go to school in Arizona, they have a choice of what days they want to go to school even. So a lot of parents are sending their children like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursday they homeschool. And hi, Janice Glines. Janice, thank you so much for the Happy Meal. I'm telling you, Papa snatched up right away the one magazine that had to do with the almanac, them stories. He loves that kind of stuff. So he took that. I've done worked probably 10 crossword puzzles because I love them. And once the crossword puzzles are done, I'm going to use the papers from them. And so that is fun. And the stamps. Thank you so much for those stamps. I didn't even notice the stamps right away because they were under the paper clip in the note. And I had the note paper clipped to the and I didn't take, and then when I took it off, I said, oh my gosh, there's stamps here too. And so thank you for the stamps. Jeffrey will be here Friday, and so then he'll get his part of it on Friday. And so he'll look like that too. Oh, well, who did I see there? I seen somebody. And Sandra Louise at Mama Two's place. Hi. And I just came on live tonight just for something silly to do, just something silly to do. And because and oh, your grandson is doing online. And then my great grandson up in Alabama, they're like north of Birmingham in Jefferson County, their first 9 weeks is online. So he started this week and it's all online. And for 9 weeks, they will do homeschooling, online schooling, and then they will decide whether or not that they'll take them in the school. So, yeah, I've missed you guys all too. You, Sandra Louise. Oh, you know what? He doesn't get any magazines, and I wonder if he would, he would probably like the Ranger Rick magazines. Those are, I think he'd probably like any kind. He loves to read. So, yeah, Trina, I was thinking that maybe I might make, this is Wednesday. I don't know of any, I mean, a lot of people go live too on Wednesdays, but I'm Bessemer, Alabama. Now, where in Alabama? I'm not sure where Bessemer is. My granddaughter and their family is in, oh gosh, they just moved from Warrior. They just bought a house and they bought it in, now I can't think of the name of the town, but it's still in that county. And so Yeah, highlights magazines are fun too. Oh, so then that and Gail's grandson, third grade, school 2 days, and the rest is done at home. Oh, so you're near Birmingham then, Teresa. And so my daughter, oh, Dora, Alabama. That's where my granddaughter is, which is kind of northeast of Birmingham. I've been in Birmingham 3.5 years ago, and that's when my great granddaughter was born. And oh my gosh, I could not believe the traffic in Birmingham. Hi, Joy. And Kathy is in Madison, which is near Huntsville, Alabama. I love Alabama. I Alabama is such a beautiful state. It is so welcoming. It's like such a welcoming state. I've been there a few times, to visit my granddaughter. Then we went up there for her wedding, and her wedding was in, now I can't remember that town either, but it's beautiful. The GPS was taking us on the scenic route, I guess, when we were going to the wedding, and it was just beautiful. I said, this I would not, if I was ever to move, I think that's where I would go, is I would go to Alabama, because it is just welcoming. And when you go into the store, into a store, it's like everybody says hello. If you We walked from my granddaughter's house to the store just around the corner. We went for a walk, and everybody waves as they're going. Everybody waves. Everybody slows down, moves out of your way. It's just, here in Florida, everybody is in a hurry all the time, in a hurry. And yes, Teresa. Yeah, Alabama is a one of a kind state. I mean, it's the deep South, and the deep South is still, it's just beautiful. And I mean, the scenery is beautiful. Everything about it, it's almost in, I guess not in Birmingham, in the big towns like that, but 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 it's like, it's almost, you almost step back into time a little bit. The heart of Dixie, yes. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna see how this works. I'm not sure how these little things work, so I'm gonna just do the very first one here that's on the corner. It says it's a 4-petal flower. And so we get, now where you I'm going to just trace in the spaces where it says to trace, and then we're going to cut it out, and I'm going to see what kind of flower this makes. And in this group of things that my daughter-in-law brought to me, there's about 10 or 12 different sheets like this that do different things. And they're all by, well, here it says Paper Pizzazz. Some of them said, oh, hot off the press. But this one's got all these different flowers. Okay, so did I get them all traced in? I think so. Okay, so it says, position the swirl template on the back of your paper, draw the outline and the fold line, then cut around the outer edges of your swirl, fold the petal inward on the fold line, then unfold it and flatten. Repeat with all petals. Okay, all right. Oh, it's going to look like this. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to, don't let it slide into the floor, Elizabeth Marie. Now, I gotta get, I do not live from for the Montevillo. The park is welcome. Oh, Or Park. Wow. Is that where you go camping, Joy? I know Joy goes a lot of camping up there. Okay, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to get rid of some of this paper so it's easier to cut. And I do not mind fussy cutting. I know you can nowadays buy dyes that'll do this stuff, but I am going to fussy cut because I don't mind fussy cutting. And I even, oh, you go to Tannehill State Park. Beeswax. Wow. I should look it up. You know what? I'm gonna write some of these down because I'm curious if because my granddaughter, they go all sorts of fun places. Tannehill State Park. So this is where you camp, Joy? Is that Tannehill? Hi, Samantha Owens. Good to see you. And do you go to beeswax? I'm going to write beeswax. Oh, I wish she would come online. My granddaughter, every once in a while, she does. Or Park. Now see how quickly that pen disappeared? Montevillo. Montevideo. Man, I can't half see anymore. I'm gonna ask her about that places. She'll think I'm really smart that I know those words. I'll say, "How do you know that stuff?" Every once in a while, she pops into my lives. Oak Mountain State Park. Wow, you guys, there is parks all over. The place where they got married was like actually it was like a hunting cabin. And but it was, oh my gosh, the house, they rented the house like a lodge. It was like a hunting lodge. And they rented the house for 3 days. So we all stayed up there for 3 days. And it was kind of probably mid-state, but I cannot think of the town. But it was like a lodge on acres and acres of property. And at the time, her wedding was, she got married on, it was July the 27th, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever it was. And but there was corn and sunflowers growing everywhere, and it was beautiful. So to get up to the cabin or to the lodge, you had to drive up this long winding dirt road through these sunflowers and corn fields, and it was so beautiful. And then you got up like on the hill where this lodge was. It was like a 5-bedroom fancy lodge and had a pool. And it was really, really nice. Yep, it was fancy. But a lot of people go because you can hunt on that property. So a lot of so a lot of clubs and stuff would rent the lodge and go hunting and fishing because there's lake on there too. And so you can go horseback riding out there. I wish I could remember the name of the town it was in because it was beautiful. And it's really far away from everything, but oh, it was beautiful for a wedding venue. It just was perfect. Okay, now here it says to take this and it says to take this and fold. Fold and fold. Let's see. Wait a minute. 4 petal fold. Fold each petal backward along the fold line in the center. Okay. And, okay, I guess that's backward. And then unfold. Working clockwise, begin folding the petals inward, inward. Fold each petal backward. Okay. Well, you can't leave them folded though. I don't know if this brain is gonna it would be a perfect place for us crafters, Karen. It has because there was one room in there that's like a conference room with a big long table. And there's an old piano in there. People can play the piano for us, somebody. And I think there was 5 bedrooms in there. But it's like the whole kitchen is completely stocked with anything you need. There's food in there. There's all the cookware, dishes, everything's in there. And they even, anything that you need, towels, wash rags, it's all there. The laundry, it's all there. And it was amazing. Okay, let's see. Fold each petal backward along the fold line in the center and unfold. Working clockwise, begin folding the petals inward. Fold 2 petals. Fold 2 petals. As you fold the 3rd petal, gently tuck it under the 1st petal. Repeat to fold in the last. Under. No, that's not right. Because it's supposed to look like this. Oh, wait a minute. Something's happening here. Okay, so are we supposed to... Okay, now this is not looking good. We could have a good... Could you just imagine? Hi, Lise. Could you just imagine all of us in a lodge like that? Hi, Mary Kay. Mary Kay, hello. Good to see you. I think this is sort of how it's supposed to be, but I'm not real sure. Okay, this, I guess, was supposed to be kind of folded up a little bit. Not real sure about this. Not real sure. I think it's supposed to sort of look like this, but this paper probably isn't the prettiest to do that with. I want to try something different now. So all of these are going to do somehow the same way because they kind of squish. They squish in. Somehow they squish in. This is a 4-leaf clover. I am going to just use a piece of this dyed paper. And I am going to trace this. Now I'm going to trace it. I know it. Could you just imagine? You just sent a message. Okay, I will check your message in a few. I can't go to it right now, Lise. Let's see. I may start doing a live on Wednesday nights. I'm not sure if I will. I won't have on my Saturday nights, I do one auction item, and I won't do an auction item on Wednesday night if I do start doing the Wednesday nights. Those will be just on my Saturday nights. My Saturday night. And but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it and see if I can do it. It all depends on always my on my on well, my health. Jeez, my health. My oh yeah. It's lovely when you start getting like old. Things get rusty. Oil changes are needed. Need more crankcase oil. It's just amazing how things happen when you get old, when you age. So, but I know that's gonna. I'm gonna be 71 years old pretty soon, and I think I already count my blessings that I'm even here. My dad and my mom both passed away in the early 60s, and so and my grandparents, both grandfathers passed away very early, late 50s. One grandmother lived to be in about 90, I think. But the other grandmother also passed in her early 60s. And so I've got a bloodline that just doesn't like to live long. And so me being almost 71, it's like I count my blessings that I am still here. Every morning when I wake up, I said, thank you, God, for another day. And then me and him together, we make the best of it. So, oh, Susan. Hello, Susan. Um, yeah, I keep moving around. I stand up a little bit. I sit down for a little bit and then I stand up. Oh, are you still sporting that toothache, Mary Kay? Ouchie, mama. Yeah, I stand up and then I sit down, and I stand up and I sit down. Okay, now this is supposed to end up looking like a rose. No, a four-leaf clover. This is going to look like a four-leaf clover. So it says fold each petal backward along the crease in the center. Okay, so we're going backward along the crease in the center. Okay, that's what we're doing so far. We're going backward along the crease in the center. And then, working clockwise, begin folding the petals inward. Oh, like this. Clockwise, inward, clockwise, inward, clock. Okay, I didn't get that one straight. Clockwise, inward, and oh, my Nana was only 60. I know, Lizzie. I think the same, but her daughters are doing well at 193. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, because of the pandemic, Mary Kay, everything is like everybody has to wait. And so there you wait in pain. That's horrible. Okay, so that's how that works. Of course, with my pencil, I mean my ink lines, it kind of looks kind of goofy, but I see now how you're supposed to do that. You that could make a really pretty flower. And with my ink lines, it's kind of not. I don't know why that line though. Oh, that's just a fold line. Fold, fold. Okay, so I don't really need this line here because that's supposed to be like a fold line. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So these are all different flowers on this particular one. So this could be a fun thing to just sit there, trace them, and then cut them out, and then just fold them. And then I guess you would kind of glue it. But that's how it looks first. And then once you fold it, then you have a 4-leaf clover, which I cut kind of fast, so I didn't get it cut exactly on the lines. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of really neat. I like that. So I think these are going to be fun. Well, I wonder if I was supposed to fold it backward, because the back of it now actually looks more like a 4-leaf clover. So maybe it's supposed to fold this way. And then, yeah, that's how it folds. And then it kind of pops up a little bit. That's better. That's better. I like that. I think I'll be using some of these. I understand, Teresa, the way things are going these days is it's just kind of almost spooky. It's almost just spooky. And so oh, I was just noticing on this little piece of paper where it says dream big. I like that right there. This was the note that Janice had with her Happy Mail she sent me. But I like that. Dream big. I think that's going to have to live on a tag. That's going to have to just live right on a tag because I like that right there. It's pretty. I love working on tags. I just love working on tags. Wait a minute. Where was them 2 tags I just took? I was going to. This is, well, go right there, book. We're not working on you. We're done for the day. We're done working on you for the day. So I'm going to, let me see. I like this. Dream big. That's gonna go. Oh yeah. Hi, Jersey Crafter Laura. How are you? My little Jersey girl. My mama was born in Jersey City, New Jersey. For a while, she lived in the Hoboken area. That's when she met she met Frank Sinatra there. And that's before he was anything fancy schmancy. But then after I told the story once before about my poor old mama. She met she knew she would hang around with people in Hoboken, and Frank Sinatra come from back there way back then. And I think he sang with the Hoboken Four or something like that. And he actually was personal friends with my mom and my aunt, her sister. And so years later, after my mother married and my father drug her to the swamp of Minnesota farming community, then she heard that Frank Sinatra was going to be, I think it was in Minneapolis or one of the big towns, maybe it was Duluth, and so she told my dad, I really would like to go see him. And so my dad took her so that she could go see him because she knew him personally. And so when she got there, of course, she fixed her hair and brushed her teeth and did all that stuff you're supposed to do. And 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 she seen him, and he didn't have a clue who she was. Her whole heart was just broke. Her heart was broke that he didn't remember, or if he did remember her, he pretended like he didn't. And so she just was broke hearted because she just thought that he would just run up her and hug her, and it didn't happen. Hi, Violet. Wow, I'm just surprised at how many people are here tonight. Because I just come on just impromptu, just turned it on. I just turned it on, and I just turned it on, and there you guys are. So, and here I just use a stencil and I trace this little flower from a stencil onto my tag, and I'm just coloring it because I love to do my little tags, and I love to use my stencils. And on the 11th of September, there's going to be another stream hop, where everybody that's in the hop is going to be showing things to do with your favorite art medium or art supply or whatever. And my part of it is going to be using stencils. So I'm going to be doing a few things. We've each got only 30 minutes to work. So I'm going to have a few things done up just to show, but then I will demonstrate a little bit. But yeah, I love using my stencils. And there's so many more things you can do with them than just do texturing with them. And I've got a lot of old stencils that I've had for years that I used for like in my bathrooms. I did borders along the walls. I stenciled with stenciled images and then at the in my one room that was my daycare room, I have Noah's Ark all the way around that because I did daycare at home for a while, and all Noah's Ark is stenciled on them walls. My back porch has got grapevines stenciled all along them walls on the inside of the back porch on the walls. And so I have all those old stencils, and there's just so much you can do with them more than just using them for texture, you know. So that's what my part is going to be. I'm not sure of the times. I'll have to put those up. And I think, Laura, you're going to be in that hop too, aren't you, on the 11th? And so what are you working on in your part of the hop? Mine is, they're always fun because we learn so much. I missed the last hop because I had family going on at the time. And so I missed that. And that one was all on organization, which I had something I was going to make, which I need to do just a video on that, what I had planned to do, but I had to drop out at the last minute because of family is more important. Oh, yes, the prompt cards. I look forward to do that. I'm going to be jotting down your prompts. I love prompts for everything because, boy, that just, you know, that just is like wakens up your brain, you know, when you have prompt cards for anything, for mixed media, for anything, the prompt cards are just amazing. And so, let me see. But I just love doing my little tags. And like I say, if you didn't see here, I just been making tags and putting them on a ring, just putting them on a book ring. Just got bunches of different tags, and whatever mood I'm in is, I love this one here. I did Zentangle, but then I added stuff to it. But just, and this is fun. It, yes, it's like it gets you using new things and think outside of the box. And because there is so many things that you do that, uh, you know, you think about instructions. There was one time when I first got into paper crafting, I did scrapbooking. And and everything was so measured and so do it just by the instructions. And I belonged to a couple of groups that were making photo albums, and everything was done so much measuring, so much instructions with the stuff is beautiful. When these ladies get finished with them, they're just beautiful. But when I learned about junk journals, I absolutely I just fell away from anything with any instruction. I felt so good when I learned that I can do just what I feel like doing. I don't have to follow somebody else's instruction. And and that's so true. You don't have to go by in like I just tried to do them folding things. And I'm going to learn them. I'm going to play with those. I think those will be fun because I will be able to use them on my journals or my tags or whatever. And yes, junk journal treasures. She said she started out with scrapbooking too. And my first bit of scrapbooking was well when I was still the activity director at assisted living facility, and I had to go to a seminar down in Fort. I can't think of the name of it, but the same town where Care lives. I had to go down there, and for 3 days we were down there for a seminar, um, and I learned so much. And we were all given a kit and for scrapbooking, and I just absolutely got crazy with my scrapbooking. I even when I got back and was working when we got back, I did a photo shoot of my we did glamour shots. Oh my gosh, I had found so many different things that our residents could dress up as, and we were, fancy things. And we got the beauty shop lady involved, and then there was another girl that was doing makeup, and then I did a photo album of all of our residents just with their glamour shots, and that photo album got sent to corporate, and they just thought I was just the cat's meow. I don't know why, but it turned out so awesome. I sure put a lot of money into the scrapbooking and didn't use much of it. Yeah, it's I understand that. Yes. I put and I still have a lot of the 12 by 12 papers, and I've used a lot of it in I've cut I still use the supplies, but I don't because I was buying the 12 by 12 journals and using the journals and and um and I was using the journals, but I don't do them 12 by 12s anymore. In fact, I'm doing now. I just started again doing my photo journaling, but I'm using my junk journals. I've been gifted so many journals that I've been gifted so many journals that I bet I have 25 journals. But I've got boxes of family photos, and I was always thinking, I'm going to get them photos in order, and then I'm going to start, putting them in books. Well, I decided I'm not going to get them in order. That's never going to happen because it's just not going to happen because I'm not that organized. So I am just picking a picture, like flip through a few pictures and I'll pick one up that'll remind me, oh, this was fun, and I will just put that down on a page in a junk journal, in any journal, and just journal about that picture. Everything I remember, where we were, what we were doing, about what it was. And that's what I'm doing. So all my journals are going to be a mismatch. I mean, there might be a picture of Billy when he was 3, and then the next page might be a picture of Jennifer when she was 25. It's just all going to be different. And so, and then I think too, because I did start journals for each child. And so I was when I would not journals, but when I was scrapbooking, I did one for my son, one for each one. But then when you come up to a picture that's got, oh, should I put this one in Jennifer's journal or should I put that one in Billy's journal? Oh, maybe I should put it in Skeeter's journal. It just, I didn't know what. So now I'm doing just that. I'm just pick a picture and put it in a journal. And yes, and Joy, I was working on one that you gave me at the retreat. That's when I put 2 pictures in it today and journaled about those 2 pictures. And it's fun too to journal about the pictures because it just brings back memories while you're doing it. Just happy memories or whatever memories that it brings up. And I think you know, then when I'm long gone, then when I'm all long gone, then no journal will be just for one person. They can say, oh, you can have that one, I'll take this one, you can, so everybody will have a journal and they'll have a mix match of everything in the journals. And so and like I have one journal that is all gardening journal, and but the pictures I'm putting in them, um they have nothing to do with gardening, or maybe one might have something to do with gardening, but not so much probably. But it doesn't have to be. It can be just whatever. It'll be, the journal might be a gardening journal and the pictures are just going to be beautiful. And that is what my plan is. And so far, and I said it, all this stuff is in my dining room, next to my dining room table. So I've got all my journals are on a shelf. Well, they're on an ironing board is what they are. I got an old vintage ironing board and I use it for my bookshelf. And I got my journals all there. And then I got a little table with all my boxes of photos. And then I got my little trolleys here that have all my pens and pencils and all that kind of stuff in there. And so I have everything to just quickly decorate a page and then go on to the next one. Wish my grandmother would have done that. So the pictures she had, we have no clue who some of the pictures are. And that is true. You can, like, I know a lot of the pictures that I have of like my parents and my grandparents, my children probably wouldn't have a clue who they were. And so like I've got some pictures of myself and my older brother when we were in Jersey City visiting my grandparents there, and my grandfather had us at a park and we were swinging in the baby swings. And if my children were to just pick up that picture and look at it, they would not have a clue who that is. And so I can put down everything that I remember about, because I do remember, even though we were little and we were the only 2 kids in the family and now there's 6 kids, but I still remember my grandfather taking us to that park. And so yeah, I do have to. It's really important to journal your pictures. So, use your junk journals, use whatever journals you have. In, it's hard to journal sometime. There's one journal that I'm doing that is a bunch of journal prompts. And the journal prompts I got online somewhere where they were all page, just a whole bunch of what was the first car you ever drove, or how did you heat your house as a child, just many things like that. Just, and then you just fill in, you just write, you take one of the questions, you tape it to the top of the, nope, it's not raining here, Aaron, nope, not yet anyway. But and then answer the question. And so then you're kind of putting a history, like making a little history book. And that's fun. And I think I think about my parents now, and they, because they passed away so young, I was still young. I hadn't thought about asking them questions that I would think about asking them now. I would want to know, like my mom and dad, I would like to know more about their romance of, I do know my dad said when he seen my mom, he and they were in Jersey, and my dad was my um Joy, I think I do have it still on my computer somewhere, and I'm gonna have to look for it. And but I do know that my dad was a merchant marine, and they came into the shore, and for some reason my mom and her sister, my Aunt Margaret, were at the shore at the time, and my dad saw my mom. He goes, I am going to marry that girl right there. And he did. And he did. And he didn't even know my mom from Adam's house cat. But that's all I know about their romance. I really don't know how long they dated or anything before they got married. I don't know that stuff. And I would like to know that stuff now. And so, boy, and if I knew anything like that about my grandparents, that would be awesome. Where did they meet? How did they meet? Fun things like that. And so this is the stuff we need to journal, because otherwise we take all of that history with us when we go. And some families may not be real interested, but my family, especially my girls and myself, we're very like sentimental, and we love sentimental things. We love to hear old stories, and we just don't have as many. Like, I don't have hardly any pictures of the farm we were on, that we lived on when I lived in the farm on the farm. I don't have those any pictures. I don't guess we had a camera. And so, and now that everybody has a phone, there's nothing's sacred anymore. There's a picture of it somewhere. My favorite aunt and uncle passed, and we have no info or notice. They took tons of photos when they visited. We'd have loved. Oh, yeah. Oh, it didn't go so well, Gail. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Well, I know when I first met my hubster now, I met him very shortly after my husband died. Um, well, my husband died in January of 97, and then I met Richard in August of 97. But it was just somebody to talk to. It was just somebody to talk to. And then when he started kind of acting like maybe we should be more serious, then I said, no, 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 no. I still have a small child, and I don't have any interest. I want to raise him myself. If he turns out good, I'll pat myself on the back. If he turns out bad, it'll be all my fault. And I don't want to have to blame you. And so many times I tried to run him off. And just because I didn't want to get hurt in the end. And so I would tell him, we need to stop seeing each other, and I'd have some kind of a reason. And but he said, oh, we'll be okay, let's give it a couple more days. And then one time after we actually we didn't start living together until um we was roommates. We was being roommates, whatever you want to call us. We was roommates. And well, so we was roommates. Then that didn't happen till 98. And when we decided to be roommates, but then I kept thinking, nah, this isn't going to work. And one day I had my whole speech. My whole speech was planned. And I went in there and I explained, he was watching football game. And I stood in front of him between him and the TV, and was explaining to him how I thought I just don't think this is going to work. And for no reason, though, it was just fears, my fears, you know. And he listened intently. I thought he was listening, and I thought he was getting ready to go pack his ditty bag and get out of Dodge. And then he said, could you move over just a little bit so I can see the TV? He te- he was not listening. And so now it's been over 20 years. It's been 22 years, and he still hasn't left. Well, we did get married. We lived in sin for a little while, but but then we did get married, and he was perfect. I think my son has more I don't know, respect or something for Papa than he does even for me, because he learned so much from this man. Because Papa is a gentleman. He is absolutely a gentleman. He has always opened the door for me. I mean, this has been 20 years, over 20 years. He opens the door to me. He tucks me in bed. Like he just come in a while ago. He's going to go to bed. He goes, I'll wait up till you get in there, because he thinks he's got to tuck me in. He tucks me in, and then I wear these like bed shoes to bed because of the circulation thing. He rubs lotion on my feet and on my legs, and then he puts my bed shoes on me, and he insists on doing that. He just insists on, and I said, you don't have to do that. He goes, yeah, I do. It's in the contract. And he is like that. He just is a gentleman. Sometimes I tell him, Papa, you're smothering me. I need a space, you know. But he's amazing. He's amazing that I have had two marriages that were made in heaven. I mean, my poor Ernie, the father of my kids, he passed at 54 with early onset Alzheimer's disease. And so, but I kept him home. I kept him home, and I took care of him. And, you know, and a lot of people say, I don't know how in the world you can do this. But you know, when you start day one from anything like that, is like when it's like day one, okay, his memory's getting a little foggy. And day two, okay, yeah, today went good. You know, you don't really think about it. And then it's like at the end for the last 2 years, he was totally almost like an infant. It's like he was no longer speaking. He could not feed himself. Everything had to be done for him. But it was one day at a time. So each day, so if you look at it from now and then 6 months from now, there was a big change. But from day to day to day to day, there was not that big of a change. And I did have home health care that came like 3 times a week they came, and then the home health nurse came once a week, and they would just basically take his vitals, because most of the time when they got there, they were going to help me with bathing him or something. But if he woke up soaking wet in the morning, I just went in there and took care of him and bathed him. I wasn't going to wait for them to get there. So then when the nurse got there to do it, I was already finished. So then we just sat at the table and had a cup of coffee and chatted, which was actually more that was of more value to me at that time than if I was to have help physically taking care of him. I didn't need that help. I could do it because I was still young. I was 48 when he passed. And so I was still young and able, and I was still strong like bull. And now I don't know. I still, if I have to do it again, I'll do it again. Um, then because I worked in assisted living facilities also, and although where I worked, they were good places, but there's just Lorraine Chubb. Oh my gosh, Lorraine, how are you doing? That's another Canada girl. Oh, Lorraine, I think about you all the time and I think, oh, I need to call her. Oh, I need to write her a letter. And so I think about it and then it just passes. It just passes. I hope you're doing well, Lorraine. Oh my gosh, Lorraine. I know it. Oh, now I have met Lorraine. Now, Lorraine has been to my house. And because they used to be able to come to Florida for the winters and get out of that cold Canadian weather. But now I don't know if you want to come to Florida with all this COVID garbage down here. And so, but who knows? By the time, hi Tracy Thurnall, that you sound like a new name, and welcome. And maybe you have been here before, but I'm just kind of lost when it comes to remembering names. And so, and I get busy doing something and I just kind of just keep going and keep going and keep going. And then, so it's very good to have you here. Very wonderful to have you here. Now I'm going to add this one to my collection of tags, put that one on there because I think that one's done. Now see this here where it says dream big, that was the a piece that came off of a little note that Janice sent me a Happy Mail, and with the Happy Mail had a note and it said dream big on the front of the oh yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit bent up here because I've been on here for over 2 hours. That's long for me. And I want to say that each time that I do a live stream, I usually give out a little Happy Mail. And I'm caught up with sending out my little door prize. I call them a door prize. And so I get an envelope. That's what I do. I get an envelope. And then in my envelope, I put a few little printouts, whatever I have. Okay, you don't think you can help with it? That's okay. I can do that. Carol is in Boca Raton, Florida. That's okay, sweetie. I can go ahead and do that. You go and do what you have to do, Gail, because I think I'm just about done sitting as well. You can just do so much sitting before you have to just kind of quit sitting. Okay, let's see. What am I going to put in here? I have some things that I'm going to put in this envelope. And what we're going to do is, the way we do this is we choose a number. I have numbers from 1 to 120. Okay, Lauren says, I'm doing good, but not coming to Florida until the COVID-19 is gone and I can get some travel insurance that I can afford. I miss you tons too. And I know with what you've been through with your lungs, you really have to be careful. And the way it is in Florida right now, I would not, even though I would love to see you, I sure would not encourage you to come. We stay here at home most all the time. We don't we don't travel out at all. Is in fact, I've been, since this whole COVID thing started, I've been away from my house 4 times. And that was short trips. Okay. Just let it go a minute and or a half or so. Oh, okay. So somebody's going to take up this. I'm looking, I had a little envelope full of little things that I was going to see. I need to make just one packet of things that I use that have just I get so organized in some areas, and then it seems like if I get organized in one area, then another area goes kaputski. So I'm going to look in here real quick and see what I have in this. Okay, that's all baby stuff. Don't put baby stuff. These are all things. Oh, yeah, these are things that have to be copied. Okay, so those ones I can't take anything out of there. Oh my God, now my knee, now that I moved around. Oh, my parts. Oh, my parts. My parts. Okay. Oh, here we go. What I need to do one day is just, okay, here's what we're going to do today. The door prize today is going to be supplies. Okay, thank you, Gail, for coming, and I'll see you Saturday. Okay, we're going to put in here, these are printouts for a little gardening journal. So if you want to do a gardening journal, these little printouts will be so fun to use in your gardening journal. They still need more cutting. I'm going to put them in this here envelope. And let me see if I've got, I have to, oh, thank you, Karen, for doing that for us. You are absolutely the whiz kid. But and then this is also for even if you're international, because I have international stamps. Thank you to Janice Klein. She sent me some international stamps. So I have them. I'll cut some of these bottoms off of here. The less we have to ship, the weight. I'm taking weight off. So I can fit them in the envelope. But these will make a cute little garden journal, or even if you're doing a larger journal, these will make pockets and tags and things, and they all have something to do with gardening. So these are a lot of fun, and that's what's going to be in today's Happy Mail, not Happy Mail, door prize. So anybody, it's open to anybody, even international, because it's just an envelope and I can mail that off. And so cutting the bottoms off of here so that they can fit in the envelope. And so whenever you get ready to start doing your numbers, then I think Karen's going to take care of that for me. Yes, that's wonderful. And then I will pull a number out of the bucket and we'll see who's the winner. Between 1 and do not put the number 88. That for some reason we've learned that you cannot put in the number 88. For some reason, YouTube or whatever will not even accept that. because 88 means something bad. We learned that the other day. Somebody put in 88 and it didn't show up. It wouldn't even show up. And so, and then we did some research to find out why. And that was why. It was because it was meant something, it meant something bad, something to do with Nazis or something. I don't know. So, Roy, don't leave. You might win this. You can make a gardening journal, and you're the gardener. You are the gardener man. Oh, here's some flowers for your gardening journal. And then I have also, oh, we always want to put in this here. It says, what is a friend? And so I'll put that in there. Good night, Carol. But wait a minute. We're going to do the drawing. Okay. I think everybody should go ahead and start putting in their numbers between 1 and 120. So let's do that now before before everybody starts leaving. Let's go ahead and put in the numbers between 1. Put your number in one time between 1 and 120. What is a friend? That's going to go in here. Okay, so that's in the envelope. Now we'll have to fold this flower. And there you go. Put in the numbers. Put in the numbers. And the winner is going to get this envelope with the printouts for a gardening journal. I got stamps right here to put on it. I am cooking on gas. I'm telling you, right? It's the truth right here. And then this will get mailed tomorrow to the winner. Okay, only one number. Only one number. And between 1 and 120. And the winner's name will go on this envelope. I won't put a stamp on it yet because we got to see if it's going to go international. But this will make this will be really nice things to go in a and you know what I'll do is I will even put a tag. Let me see, which tag should I put in? I'll put one of my tags in. I'll put this one. I made this one today. This one, it doesn't have any words on it, but I'm going to put that one in there because then you'll think of a word or something to put on it. Because I'm going to use, in my little pink journal I started making, I'm going to use these little words. Like this one says joy right here. You could put a little, well, maybe I'll put this one. Oh, that one big one says joy too. It's just like a cluster. That one's too big though. So maybe I'll put a little word and imagine. Yep, I'll put that one on there. Okay. I see numbers coming up. Numbers, who's got the winning number? Okay, so I'm going to put this word, imagine, on this. And then put it right here. Imagine. So there. Then I can put that in there too. So then you have a little of my artwork. Oh, I can pick now. Okay, let me put this inside this envelope. So I'm going to put that ticket in there, that tag. It doesn't have a string on it. You have to put your own string. And then, oops, I got to get up here and get that bucket. Just a minute. I'll lean on my walker. I'll push my trolley out of the way. Okay, just a second. Papa put both these trolleys right here. We got them all. Good thing they're on these good wheels. Okay. Let me put this one over here. And then there's my walker. And then I can reach up here and get my bucket. Get my bucket, as long as I don't kick the bucket. I should really keep it right beside of me all the time. Okay, I got my bucket. There's my bucket. These buckets got numbers in there from 1 to 20. I mean 1 to 120. And so whoever comes closest without going over, and we're going to go right and pull out this one right here. And the number is 53. 53. Who picked closest to 53 without going over? Closest to 53. See, there's a little Zentangle I did on this envelope. Okay. Closest to 53 without going over. I don't see a lot of numbers here. I see a 43 for Karen. Is there anybody closer than 43? Karen, I think it's you. Yep, I think it's, oh, is that Lala? I didn't even see you in there. I think it is Karen. No, yes, you should have. That's right. You should have put a number. And yes, that is that you are the winner. You are the winner. And so, Karen. Giann. Yes, absolutely. INI. And yes, I have your address and I know it's in the files too. So, yep, there, and that's going to be yours. And hopefully you do make it's a start anyway for a gardening journal. And so that will be fun. That will be fun. And like I say, you can make a gardening journal, but you don't have to, it doesn't have to be all about gardening. It can be any old thing. You can put your pictures in there, your kids' school pictures, whatever. And so that's your envelope. So I've got your address already, so you don't have to send that to me. And a blank check, send a blank check. But and do know that each time I do a live stream, I do have a little bit of a door prize, and never is it much, but it's always a little something. And Lala, I hope you're doing okay. I know you are overworked these days. Oh my goodness, I think about you all the time. You'd love some of the dictionary words. Okay, yes. Let me put that right on this envelope. I got to print some. Okay, so I will print them. I'll put it right on that envelope so I'll remember. And this envelope is going to stay right here till I get that address on there. I'll get the dictionary words. I'll put them in there because those dictionary words are awesome. And for those of you who don't know, what I have done, I have had so many people ask me for, especially these dictionary words. And then I say, oh yeah, I'll send you some, and then I forget. And so what I've been having people do is send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and on the and then put a little note inside there, say dictionary words or something that you've seen me use that I can print for you, and then I can send them to you. I can send them to you, and with your self-addressed stamped envelope. And so far, that's working out so good for me because I've had 5 or 6 now that have sent, and they all want the dictionary words. And so every one of them has wanted the dictionary words. And so I just print them right out. I stick them in the envelope and they go back in the mail the next day. And so I don't have to, you don't have to, because your envelope is already addressed, it's already stamped, and all I have to do is send it off. So that's what I started doing, and it works better for me because um because I my memory is just not what it used to be. And I don't say that as a joke. It just really. And Lala, I've got some in your box that I guess I need to send it to you. I guess I need to send you your box. It's getting a little heavy. And but I've printed a few things out for you, Lala. Okay, I'm gonna let's see. Oh, I think today we need to have a poem by Helen Steiner Rice. Someone cares. Okay, someone cares. Let's see. No prayer goes unheard. Often we pause and we wonder when we kneel down to pray, can God really hear the prayers that we say? But if we keep praying and talking to Him, He'll brighten the soul that was clouded and dim. And as we continue, our burden seems lighter, our sorrow is softened, and our outlook is brighter. For though we feel helpless and alone when we start, our prayer is the key that opens the heart. And as our heart opens, the dear Lord comes in, and the prayer that we felt we could never begin. So it's so easy to say, for the Lord understands and gives us new strength by the touch of His hands. And that's it for today. Thanks for coming. And this was not even a planned live stream, but I'm going to think about doing, I already do Saturdays, and I might do Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm going to try that for a while, and we'll see. I'll Okay, Lala, I'll do that. And I can do that. I can send it to New York. I just can't hardly think about you moving to New York, but that's what you got to do is what you got to do. But by then I'll have so much stuff in that box. I'll have to send it by the Mayflower. Okay, God bless each and every one of you and keep you safe. Keep you safe. Rather just wrap yourself in bubble wrap, please, and stay safe and wear your mask and all that crazy stuff. And God bless each and every one of you. Good night.